does it feel like when you learn your child has cancer?
They ran blood work after blood work trying to find out what exactly was going on there. Everything led them back to the same thing. And that day they diagnosed her with leukemia. When I'd heard the diagnosis, it felt like her life was over, my life was over. Like, just everything was, like we weren't going to move on from that.
Chloe was 7 when she was diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia, a cancer of the blood. For most kids her age, life means school, toys, and playing with friends. But for Chloe and her mom Julia, life is different.
It's been pretty scary, pretty crazy. It's been very traumatic on her. She's now finally starting to accept it. We're almost 4 months into it, and she's starting to accept it.
Children like Chloe and their families come to Roswell Park Cancer Institute, America's first cancer center, and today one of the premier nationally designated comprehensive cancer centers for state-of-the-art compassionate treatment. But mostly, they come for hope.
We've really seen a tremendous improvement in the survival rates of childhood cancer in recent decades, to the point where 70% or more of our patients now may be cured. But this is not 100% yet. We still obviously have a ways to go. We still lose children to these diseases, and so it's imperative that research continue to find newer and better treatments.
And the right side is the same thing.
Yeah.
Dr. Andre Goodkoff is the Garman Family Chair of Cell Stress Biology at Roswell Park and a world-renowned cancer researcher seeking these critically needed cures.
As you know, there are multiple comprehensive cancer centers in this country. However, I am aware of only one of them, which is Roswell Park Cancer Institute, which demonstrated the capability of developing an anti-cancer drug, starting from the development of the principle or the concept, going all the way to the final drug approval through clinical trials and making this drug part of the standard of care.
Your donations to Carly's Club are essential for research needed to save lives. Carly's Club, founded by 8-year-old Carly Collard-Catone prior to her death from brain cancer just 3 years later, also supports Carly's vision of helping children and families to feel empowered and supported through every stage of their cancer journey.
Many of us take for granted, going to the movies, going to Darien Lake, going on an outing with our family and friends. But when you're sick and you're told that you can't do any of that because your counts are low, or you're going to be in the hospital on treatments, or you're no longer able to go to school, those things become incredibly, incredibly important. So the focus of Carly's Club is really on how we can give those experiences back to kids, kind of normalize their life and provide those opportunities for families that might not be able to do that.
The battle against pediatric cancers can only continue with your help. By supporting Carly's Club and Roswell Park, you can ensure that the research, care, and fighting will continue until childhood cancer is a thing of the past. And you'll give children and their families the friendship, support, and happy memories they'll carry with them throughout this battle.
God forbid if you're diagnosed with pediatric cancer, you need to have that program there. And we want people to be able to look at Carly's Club and say, we're very fortunate it's there, and we can get through it because of Carly's Club.
Your help is urgently needed to help save the lives of children from across Western New York today and children from around our nation and the world tomorrow through much needed research. Thank you for your generous support.